What's going on? It's TJ Ties. We back for your weekly motivation. You got the strength to be on the inside. All we got to do is get it out, baby. Listen, don't forget. Listen, no matter what you're going through, no matter how difficult it may seem, you are going through the process of getting stronger as an individual, and you will get your breakthrough. Just remember, you have the strength to be everything you've been called to be. So real quick, one of my favorite holidays is Thanksgiving. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love going over to Granny's house because she had that big long table that the whole family could sit at. And I remember being in the house, just running around with my cousins, playing around. And then, when it got close to dinner time, you can smell, that's right, you can smell the smell of all the food cooking, the mashed potatoes, the collard greens, the corn, you can smell the turkey. You can just smell it and you will get excited. You can smell the sweet potato pie, you can smell it. And I remember that, it never failed. Every year, I would get so hungry, up to the point where it wasn't even time to eat yet. And I would walk into the kitchen. Like the smell was calling me, and I would walk into the kitchen and I would look around and I wouldn't see anybody in the kitchen. Then, I would go over to the cookie jar or to the brownies. I would stick my hand in the cookie jar and grab a cookie or grab a brownie, and I would put it in my mouth and I would start chewing. Then as soon as I would turn around, it never failed. Either my uncle or my aunt or someone would be right there in my life. What are you doing? And I would just stop chewing, like, and they would look at me like, you got some dessert in your mouth, don't you? And I would just shake my head like, no, and they knew that I had ate the dessert. And they would say, how many times have we told you, do not eat dessert before you eat dinner? And I would walk away, chewing the food after getting fussed out. Like, what's the big fuss? I just ate one cookie, or I just ate one brownie. Why are you fussing at me about eating dessert before I eat dinner? Come on, you've all seen the bumper sticker. It says life is short. Eat dessert first. Wrong, lie. That's right, wrong. It's a lie. Life is short. Eat dinner first. Come on. Life is short. Eat dinner first. Because what happens when you eat dessert first, when you get all that sugar in your body, you feel lazy. You go sit down and you watch a football game or whatever, and you get full off of stuff that lacks nutrients. And then what happens when it's time to eat dinner, you can't eat as much dinner because you ate all that sugar. So now you're missing out on the nutrients because you ate dessert first. So that's right, life is short, eat dinner first, not dessert. So you ask me, what do you mean by dessert? Listen, dessert is doing those things that are fun, but that are not necessarily productive towards you reaching your goals. So when you come home from work and you sit down and turn on the TV, that's dessert. When you come home from work and you go into your room, you get on your phone, that's dessert. When you get up in the morning and you put your feet on the floor and you don't have worship, or you don't study, or you don't meditate, or you get on your phone first, on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, that's dessert. And when you eat dessert first, you're missing out on the nutrients that you need to become the person you've been called to be. So you have to work first. That's right, dinner is work. And when you do that first, you are giving your body, you're giving your mind the nutrients it needs to be very productive throughout the day. So do me a favor, stop eating dessert first. Stop taking the easy way out. Eating the dessert first is taking the easy way. And when you do the easy way before you do the hard way, you might get some satisfaction, but it's short-lived. It's short-lived. You might get that instant gratification, but it's short-lived. It comes down to what's called self-discipline. And what happens is when you eat dessert first, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, it becomes a habit. So you get into the habit of taking the easy way out, and you will never get what you're supposed to get. You will never be who you're supposed to be because you have developed a habit of taking the easy way out, eating dessert first. So that's right, life is short. Eat dinner first. Do the work first. Do what's difficult first. And in time, you will get your dessert. Don't worry about that kid over there eating dessert first. Don't worry about that little girl over there eating her dessert first. Let them get their dessert. Let them get their joy. Let them get their fun on the front end. You're going to get your fun on the back end. And when you get your fun on the back end, it lasts longer. It lasts longer. You enjoy it more. So you want to work on the front end and you get your dessert, you get your joy, you get your reward on the back end. You don't want your reward on the front end. Because if you get your reward on the front end, you'll lose it on the back end. It's TJ Ties. Listen, you got the strength to be everything you've been called to be. All we got to do is get it out.